In this video, we're going to work with MyMathLab and changing assignment dates. First, we're going to look at how to change one assignment and their due dates, and then I'm going to show you how to change multiple assignment due dates at one time. So when you log into MyMathLab, on the left-hand side, you'll see Course Tools. Open that up, and then once you open it, they'll give you this list. Then click on Assignment Manager. And all your assignments will be on this page, and on this right side, you can see when it opens and then closes. So first, we're going to look at how to just change one assignment due date. So on the right-hand side under Actions, click the down arrow and click on Edit. That assignment opens. Click on Next, and then under the third is Choose Settings. So that's where the available and due date is going to be. So maybe you're going to cover this assignment September 5th. So maybe I'll open it because that's the day I'm covering it. And so I want it to open at 8 a.m. Or any early finishers can start working on their homework. And then maybe you can have it do whatever works best in your classroom. So a week or so. So due date. And then after you choose that, you can click Save and Assign. And you will see a check mark next to the assignment saying it was assigned. Now, also, I wanted to show you under that tab in the edit is the overall lock date. So you can do late submissions, which I cover in a different video, but you can do final submission. So if you wanted them open until the Unit 1 test, maybe the Unit 1 test will be September 28th. If they complete this assignment after the original due date, so in between the due date and the test date, 30% penalty, and only applied to questions worked on after. So you can have a due date and then an overall lock date. That's what I tell my students. So that's just doing one individual assignment. So to change a whole group of assignments at one time, at the top, click on Change Dates and Assign Status. I like to zoom out so I can see more at one time. So now you'll see all of the assignments, their category, if they're assigned, unassigned, start, due, and then that late submission lock date. So if you wanted this next homework to be due on that following Thursday, maybe you're covering it. And then make sure you change the open time, 8 a.m. And then maybe you want to have it due in a week at midnight and allow final submission. That Unit 1 test will be due September 28th. So you can go down the row, but also with the final submission, you can come up here. So this is when you want to change multiple things at one time. So I know that all of Unit 1 assignments will be due and locked for the test date at midnight. So I input that information up here. And I can go on the left-hand side. There's a little box next to each assignment. And I can click on all of the assignments, and then it will populate. But first, to do the final due date, you will need to give a normal due date because it'll say, well, how can it be finalized submission if you haven't properly filled in each assignment? So once you do all of your homework and quiz assignments and when those are due, then you can do the final submission. And I'm just clicking on dates here so you can see how it populates. And the assignments and things will be up to you and your order of your classrooms. So once you finish the regular open and due dates for each assignment, now we can do the final submission. So up here, click on Apply to Selected. And then now you can see all of your assignments for Unit 1 have the final submission, and you didn't have to go in and click on each thing. You can also do that with the due date right here. And then you can also do that with the start date. You can click on certain, like 3 or 4 assignments at one time to open them at the same time. That's up to you. So then you'll need to update changes to make sure it saves. I like to do that after each unit just in case. And then when you're done completing all that, you can click done. Another thing under change date right here, assigned. So rather than going in each individual assignment, you can click on assign. And then while you had the Unit 1 assignments checked, you can do apply to the one selected. And now all of your Unit 1 assignments are due. They have due dates and they have final due dates. So update changes, make sure it saves, and then click done. And when you get back to the home page, you can see when they're all due, start date, due date, and then the final submission is in there.